to Capo Daniel. Capo Daniel, is he the Ambazonian hungry activist? Is he Ambazonia's hungry activist? It is the subject of the talking point that I bring to you at the moment, and I really hope that Ground Zero gets this message. I really hope Ground Zero gets this message on the Capo Daniel. Capo Daniel has said and done a lot of things in this struggle, but I have never wanted to be in the habit of responding to anything he does or say, because I have always taken him for a clown and thus inconsequential. He is not the kind of fellow any responsible or intelligent person wants to rub shoulders with, talk less of class. But today I choose to delve into his shenanigans, because it is now public knowledge that he drinks from the same cup with our common enemy, La République du Cameroon. Not that I have ever perceived Capo Daniel as being a true independentist, but until now, when he connived with the enemy, it was done secretly. Now, he has come out publicly to begin carrying water for La République du Cameroon. This story is important because so that people know Capo Daniel isn't one of us. He has never been. He doesn't speak for us, not even for Comrade Cho Ayaba. In fact, responding to my request for a comment on Capo Daniel, this is what Comrade Ayaba said, and I quote, "Tell him he is a cheap, hungry traitor now, trapped in his undeliverables." And end of quote. Quote that as my reaction, Comrade Ayaba said to me. This struggle for Ambazonian independence has been a long and arduous journey, marked by the bravery and sacrifice of many dedicated individuals. However, recent events cast a shadow of doubt over the loyalty of Capo Daniel. Once a deputy of Comrade Ayaba and claiming to be one of the deputies chief of the ADF fighters, Capo Daniel's actions have raised serious questions about his commitment to the Ambazonian cause. Throughout his tenure with the ADF, Capo Daniel faced widespread criticism from Ambazonians who questioned the ADF's focus on targeting civilians and other restoration fighters instead of directing their efforts against the oppressive regime of La République du Cameroon. This raised suspicions about Daniel's true motives and allegiances. These suspicions were seemingly confirmed when he departed from the ADF, tried and failed to establish his own kingdom or faction after entering into agreements with La République du Cameroon and divulging the hideouts of Ambazonian fighters. This betrayal has resulted in the deaths of many courageous and brave Ambazonian fighters and the coercion of others to join the DDR centers. I have never wanted to be in the habit of taking up issues with this guy because I have always seen him to be the biggest clown in this struggle. Now, this is the guy that represented the AGOVC at every meeting, and this guy could barely construct a consistent sentence in English. I met him in Cambodia at one conference there. This guy, in the midst of a house full of participants, stood up on his seat and accosted me meters away from his own seat to attack me in the midst of people. And I sat there, I looked at him and nodded my head, and I said to myself, is this the one? Is this the one that the A of C is sending out to represent it? Is he the one? He was still the one who represented the A of C in Canada at the so-called pre-talks. And this guy has no integrity and no ability to separate his ego, his self-interest from the aspirations of 8 million Ambazonians. Now suddenly, when the Jews affair, as Comrade Ayaba called it, his inability to deliver on his promises to La République du Cameroon, he cuts away from the ADF, from A of C, and he becomes the enemy of the ADF, the organization you propelled yesterday. He tries to put on his own organization. It fails, and finally he has gone 90 degrees and is now speaking the same language with my country people and all those La République du Cameroon surrogates you find out there on the social media. That is who this guy, the face you find on your screen, has become. And my message to Ground Zero is stay clear from anything you hear from him. He isn't one of us. I don't know whether he was ever one of us. And so that is the message. Let me get back to my panel and get your feelings, your thoughts about it. I start with you, Comrade Derek.
So I have always doubted him. And another aspect was something that happened in Manu, where one general in ADF went to one village there in Manu. I don't want to call the name. And then some people were harassed. They took some money. I called CAPO Daniel. I said, look, CAPO Daniel, could you release these people? Because what you guys did there is not correct. He said, okay, yeah, senior advisor, we are going to do that. But if they say we have taken any money, they are going to give back the money. I said, okay, good. I said, that would be good if you can do that. And please advise those guys not to continue with those type of things. To my greatest surprise, these guys were released. Actually, they did that. But on calling the family, I was happy. I said, oh, finally you have been released. And they said, no, we paid 1.5 million. I said, what?
They did no, what? They paid, or they were asked for 1.5 million?
No, they paid it.
They paid 1.5 million.
Yeah, it's my classmate. We went from 1 to 5. She was a staunch supporter of the AGOC sponsoring, but she doesn't show herself, you know. But that actually discouraged her, and I believe she just backed off. She's just looking at the struggle, you know. She told me that no, they paid the money, and I said, what? How could CAPO Daniel do this? But after promising to me that they were going to release the people without collecting any money. The only good thing is, okay, the good thing is that the people were released, which at least their life is safe. So all those things, I believe CAPO Daniel was doing them. And what marvels me is, why was the ADF not able, or let me say the military section, which is the ADF, and even the political section, why were they not able to see the action of this young man and to know that this guy is not going the right direction? He's not actually out to see Ambazonia free themselves from his own action. But luckily, he showed himself, and the situation came, and he demonstrated it in Canada, and the AGOC themselves, you know, have followed their spokesman, Asu Lucas. You know, he himself has actually gone out there to describe now who CAPO Daniel really is and how he took money from La République du Cameroon. So when you were just saying that he took money, he actually confirms what I have been hearing also members of the AGOC say. So I will call on Ambazonia to be very, very careful.
With the propaganda he is putting out there, he is now a better propagandist for La République du Cameroon, more than the what is that guy? the country people what? Something like that. He is more than them now.
People.
And the fact is that he used his own mouth to tell us he was cornered into a meeting in Canada. He was called by the sidelines by Larapopludu Cameroon. They had a meeting. Now, if he had not fallen out with the egg of sea, Capo Daniel would not be telling us that. He said that so to paint the egg of sea as compromisers. But if he had not fallen out with them, nobody would have known about that. Nobody. And again, unfortunately, comrades, we have to keep the integrity of this struggle. I do not understand how this guy could stay within the egg of sea for this long and even officially representing that organization everywhere. They had to send delegates. Again, we had a meeting in Cambodia. I went to Cambodia. Comrades, this guy stood up from his seat and walked to mine, and he wanted to slap me in that meeting. The organizers had to send him out for the rest of the day. I just sat there looking at him and laughing and said, what a stupid, childish clown.
Let us look at all these situations and put them in place. Then at least, if we put them in for 1 o'clock, if you don't go put your store, that one person will get no excuse. If you don't want to open, or put them in at 12 o'clock, if you don't want to open, you will send some person go open my store every day. And he come. And he call upon authority inside the This is my plea. This is the people plea. It is wrong. At my own point of view, it is not right. Especially that way it happens with Puma. We are there to fix Puma. We are not there to destroy Puma. I don't will ever compromise my truth because of anything. I speak the truth and I stand for the truth. The mafia character over plenty. I'm not here, as I tell now, to teach on a job, but I'm here to tell una the truth say that thing that happen for free. I dey to feel every day I see am. And the beg and the cry. Say the authorities there. That thing that will not happen this month. Maybe I don't know. I want to give that information if you want to go for your office. They look at you fake information. Say they are doing a good job. Now the very thing happen to Amba. When person take information to feel, it change and we own that way. It can be fake for a boss. The boss knows that thing that we are going to take information. We stand for one indivisible Cameroon and for a better Cameroon for all of us. That is what I stand for. I love my country. So when I'm do I love it too as well. Now I say it myself. When I chop kind. But that's not our pride. But we feel for the commonality. And the situation that will happen. So I want me to look into the situation. Thank you very much. We are here to protect the common individuals. And we call upon the entire population to get inside Puma. We all need to understand that this thing that also happen that because of severity, we allow our children to go on. But there is one thing I want to focus our mind on. More not focus our mind on which way they happen. More paths, what we prevent that not to happen. That because the boy they carry gun for their hand to push, that is why we pass through this pain. That is why this thing happen. But we get the responsibility as Cameroonians, as people inside Meme. No matter what, I plead for the collaboration may continue. May we collaborate with the security forces there to say no, may they end this thing once and for all. And call upon all the youth there for inside Meme, Fako and Bamenda. And plead with all the youth there to time down which they all will look into the mirror and say no to ambassador terrorism. And say no to this thing. More will come out with collaboration with the security forces there. More give the military that they hide out and everything. We help them with that information. May they help me. May we as civilians obey the Chuchuku community in their skin. Every day, they are about them and not about the day. Every day, what they can lesson. More don't leave the commandant there. More they sing every day for their ear. Tell us, Papa, I will go with you for that. Come, we go and not play the day. More do a lesson for their ear. They are there to help us. Remember, Cameroon military they fight Amba. Now only me and you fight Amba. Now me and you get responsibility for help ourselves. For help ourselves and security, we have to collaborate with security forces. I will ever tell everybody the only way out now for collaborating with security forces. the measure wey the government use am, the SDO for overtake am, for stock goes down for inside the bed, is a fantastic idea. Na for the better for the commoners. But some people want to use that situation to make their money, and I go say no to it. That is why I come live to talk the right about this thing that will happen. I mean, na only no get am, make all the Jews dey get am. Make all the know say within their territory that thing that will happen, make they do something. That is why I come live. Make the mayor they know that thing that will happen. Their element they go feed that thing that they do am. Maybe they don't know. And I talk say go best them. I know they see me. I don't care. And then they fear for that. And they live a bonus life. Now human being when they look like that and say no, all man will die one day. But I stand for the people. Why don't they fear I need to understand about me? That is the last thing I ever think of my mind. And then calculate that one. The most important thing for life, the most important thing for this world, not be life. You know, for me, the most important thing for this world, not be life. The most important thing for this world are time. For me, the most important thing are time. It don't matter how long you live, wait till impact you create that. The most important thing for me is time. If you get time, you get life. If you get life, you don't get time, you are wasted. So time to me is the most precious thing for this world. So my time is so precious to me past anything. That is how I believe. You better believe your own, but that's what I'm telling you. The most precious thing for me don't be life. And time. To me, time will very much. That is why I will ever see time the bad SG for a fantastic decision when you take up to eradicate ghost town. But some people want to take that advantage, that situation, that atmosphere wey create am for so many people dey better their life, for take am for their own advantage. Like how they go lock store to 7:30. Say people no wan open their store say they respect ghost town. Na fat lie. That one no be na exhibit for respect ghost town. If now you call me, you contradict for your own self concern na you. At my own is the fact. I put one or two together to come out with it. We are all human. We are precious body. That is why I come for that matter to boost now. Last time I heard that will happen. Already disagree. The last time will happen. Last time they lost all them around 7 8 o'clock. They lost all them. So again, when I Saturday, some people they watch and begin their close today. They watch begin their close today. Simple more than them. At least the people stop around 12. The thing goes to around 10. Man, the thing goes to around 10 o'clock, it will go. Man, the thing goes to 10. All man pick up market one time. They will put that time and say 12 o'clock. That one was okay. I get 12 o'clock, say, I'm going to open my store. You know, say, if you woke up, was supposed to have close it. No matter how many days will jonglate, meet up with time. Yes, because they will watch close now. Who keep calculating all those things then? The people must open store. The thing I say, and I must say must open store, not beg her. No, the beg some person, no, he must open store. Not open and do it. But the time, leave the time over small. 7:30, 8 o'clock, you don't lock store. No. That's why I come live to be sure about the life. You know that you're going to end up with one of the story. I can't this time, one look at the lead up to. I can't lie now, I can't prepare the line now, I won't go this time. Now, things that way they happen. So I tell you that very much. I will call, I beg for the power and so go and say, may look into this matter. Papa will beg. Now, things that happen for fee, for we the commoners. You know something? The lady that take information, they are the camp for you to give you the right information that things that will happen. Make you know very well that things that will happen. At least pass a decree. Tell say so 12 o'clock limit. I know say you are a very good man. I know very well you get the heart of the people. You get the love of the people of their hearts and beg. So may you look into that matter. That is why I come to cry. Thank you very much for that part. I will go down for the matter of 11 February. And I press my share button. Now, I don't go around social media just for a few times where I get my chance to do one or two things. I go see how some shit no white as the Amba terrorists. They see struggle to manipulate our population Wamami them for give the fake information about the so-called 11 February celebration. But I can't forget some Wamami that 11 February wait it mean. We are I know we go plenty. I would like to talk some more. We are late. Wamami will fit understand. Pressure what you don't know. Now we must know very well. Say 11 February come as a result of our brothers when the United Nations be organized the plebiscite. So the referendum, so the referendum for say more get independent by joining the federal independence of Nigeria or the independent Republic to Cameroon. United Nations Organization, wey dey say UN today, we give you two options. Either we go join Nigeria or we join our brother dem back the Republic to Cameroon. Remember, before 1961, we no be get nothing like French and English. When we dey under the German colonization, we get na only one. We no be get no language like French and English. Na something when the Britain and France dey come into Cameroon. Can't defeat Germany out of Cameroon. They decide to divide me. British man take his own part, French man take his own part. French man assimilate his own, he use the policy of assimilation, while British man the policy of indirect rule. So all those parties are two different countries, colonial master. French man that develop like Republic to Cameroon. He get to do it first they go learn their language than French today. French is not a language of Cameroon, it's a borrowed language. Even the English we speak today is a borrowed language. It was given to us by the colonial master by force. When the colonial master become inside, they do all those things. The very United Nations begin an idea say make all European countries where they get colonized countries in Africa, they should prepare those countries for independence. Russia was one of them to support because why Russia we support say in the independence of Africa because they want to sell gun for inside Africa. They want to use Africa as a raw material. The reason why some of the European nations they become together is they prepare Africa for independence. Now because of say waiting, they want to use Africa as their source of market to sell their product. Like gun them to know sell inside Africa, not is in Africa. Now because of it, they want to sell their things there. They get their inside to destroy our culture, turn our brain, do certain things there. They do slave trade for we. This very white myself every day. But our people keep deceiving us, telling us left and right which is wrong. So they be talking about the preparer. Now British man. So the other phone really gets it. I don't know if the other phone, you know, really I don't get connection today, except say direct call if you go. Except direct call if you go. Except direct call where if you go. You do madam other number. The other one will get away M21 if you go with direct call. Because I don't put connection today. Connection is very well because one use my one you go worry very bad and then go. So I don't know if you come in for direct there, you will find. I don't know if it be possible. So that the situation that will really happen. Now, when British man become inside Cameroon, this is divided into two. British Southern Cameroon, British Northern Cameroon. Part of our brothers, they go join Nigeria. Part of our brothers, they go join Nigeria. Part of we come back from our brother back to Cameroon to can form a single country. That day, it already reflects the day we lost part of Cameroonians inside Nigeria. We know very well, say, part of Cameroon dey inside Nigeria. So if you think say you fit divide Cameroon, you get the first go start to divide Nigeria. You bring back that people the way they dey for Nigeria today wey they decide to vote to join Nigeria, you get to bring them back for Cameroon before you think for divide Cameroon. So one thing you understand, there is no possibility to divide Cameroon. If you want to divide Cameroon, you must first of all divide Nigeria. That's why I say I am a joke. What deceive the Cameroonian population, the Anglophone, they fool them, tell them say one go form alliance with the so-called Biafra. You don't understand the stupidity. Say it's better also know the day in the town. That is the height of stupidity. So when I get for promotion back on the back, the Amazonian tourism, when I go for Nigeria, go to fight, we divide Nigeria. When I succeed divide Nigeria, they will come back to Cameroon, cancel fight, we divide Cameroon. Because if you find out the one divide Cameroon, you make the stupid of yourself. You get to the whole thing that way. You know how you want to fix your ass, picking them for your ass, right? They are picking already for your ass. One don't come on going. You don't go in side. Now you struggle now to fix the one the place already. They will have to be easier for you to call them. You go do it, they will go for outside, go find that one, bring it back, go convince it, talk with it, where they accept it, come back, whether you draw that other picking them, where they say that you call them back, when I make peace, when I make things them. But you don't fit the struggle with, for say, you want to make peace, that one from inside house, where they want from outside, say they hide the one. So I need to go for Nigeria, go fight, divide Nigeria, for now can't divide Cameroon. So there is no possibility. When people are saying like more 10,000 years to fight to divide Cameroon, if there any possibility, there is no possibility. The question is, if you still fight for 10,000 years, you fit be for the pain for 10,000 years, that is the question. You see the simple logic. So we don't see for ourselves. And call upon all the youth there. See I'm going to celebrate the level of February. You know this matter. Una go out, una enjoy the level of February. Me say I go dey fulfill. Yes, una enjoy una 11th of February. Now una right, una single right to enjoy. They are right as a citizen to enjoy 11th of February. You don't hear, make no man not deceive you for inside the world or southwest. Come on, go march, enjoy that day. Buy as much chocolate for corner road, enjoy yourself. Buy as much sweat, enjoy yourself. Even the time one more time, one more to be my man, go and enjoy yourself. Forget what that noise make and make that noise. You know if you stand the military. The day out of it paid for the commoners there. You know if you stand the military. That is just the truth and the reality. So when I come out in our numbers, when I celebrate the 11th of February, it is significant and trust me, it is very fantastic. I will be there also with you. And call upon all the any mommy where one day you begin back home, no, call your picking. Bring in, may celebrate the 11th of February. That picking is right as a student to celebrate that day. You know, if take it right from him, may a picking come out to celebrate that day. So I call upon the entire population in Northwest and Southwest when I come out to my number to celebrate the 11th of February. The security measures to not be put in place to make sure say everywhere is fantastic, everywhere is well secured. So I call upon and say right inside Cuba when I come with my numbers. They don't already put security measures there in place to see and say make peace dey for that town. And wait till when I will beg you as individual that for your collaboration with the security forces there. Collaborate with them. If you see any bad thing, you get to report them. But if you see somebody be a corner where you know clear with your eye, you get right to report them for the nearby security forces for further investigation. It's your right to do that. You know what to do as a bad thing. If some person don't be clear with your partner or your neighbor, you don't even understand him, you get right to say a matter. So my neighbor don't come into a brother, they don't understand that boy. When I can't check him, you need to get right to come to that place. Arrest that person for further investigation, not in a crime, and then carry him to prison. For know if the bad man or the good man. If you suspect anything around your area, there are responsibility to report for the authorities. So I press on my share button. Thank you and stay blessed. I will just come live and say man talk about this issue because for beg the authorities the inside the man, may they see what they do for that issue. Thank you very much. God bless you and stay blessed. I know very well that also any man will contradict his own, but there is no problem. I stand for the commoners. I speak the truth. I'm not here to favor anybody, but I'm here to support any initiative created by the government That is why I will support anything with any government official, even like the SO put in place. But if I see some people want to go inside for the use the SO, the idea, the goodwill for their own mafia, and get to raise an alarm. Let him make him know. Say all sacrifice we don't do am for people, they will beg for destroyer. I do my work as a young Cameroonian. Yes. If you not be informed, no, you'll be deformed. I don't care, no tell me that I'm there to call this person, call you, no. I don't care that I'm there to call people. This is my platform to speak the truth. So the people that do that thing, they will not say that bad thing, they don't do it again. They will call them to order and say, hey, stop that. Because they don't go do am so else you listen. So then commandant for official abedi no know. Commissioner for police no even get idea. Commandant for B for 21 battalion maybe no even get idea. Maybe the mayor himself mayor of Kumba 1, Kumba 2, Kumba 3 the mayor no even get idea. The city mayor no even get idea to that thing that way dey happen. That's why they don't trust them the power. It's okay, make they go do this thing to assist, make everybody be in place. That they go do that nonsense. And they go do that. So I have to tell them what will happen. And the truth, because when they do that thing, so indirectly it affect all the work wey go dey do am. The truth I'm telling you, all the effort wey they put am in place, you don sacrifice. When they do that thing, so that it's indirectly they destroy that sacrifice. They come out to nothing. We will not ever agree for that. Yes, I no will ever agree for that. I will stand to speak the truth. And only the truth that is the right thing. So I thank you very much. Call the population of Kumba for the collaboration and continue to collaborate with the security forces. I believe so our power will look into this matter. He will do something. So it's very nice. It's a very nice man. One thing they want people to understand. Make some person don't go do something, you generalize as national government. No. The edge of the day, I tell you how if you say me for fee, you go do your own thing. Maybe the boss maybe get IT. But now you will take that information, you go tell the boss. So that the boss will know what to do. Thank you very much because all the sports, all because I'm still for the security forces there. Yes, they work so tirelessly. They work so hard, the military there. They work so hard to bring peace to that town. And I don't think ever see some person wey wan go stop to do that kind of thing will bring them back to back. They no easy because they sacrifice a lot. They don't sleep at night. All night they go to work to see more than sleep. You don't know somebody don't make up their own dream. You go go do their own kind of thing for sabotage their job. No, they pay. Thank you very much for that. Goodbye. We'll talk again some other day and some other time.